What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to talk about how you can fully upgrade your tribute haul, and the reason why you want to do that is because if you make 45 tributes you will be able to get the Bad Juju catalyst, which seems like it could improve the weapon dramatically. Now if this video is helpful, guys, YouTube stuff, hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Subscribe, come back here for future videos and live streams. Also, buy my overpriced trash merch down below. On second thought, don't, because it kind of sucks and it costs way too much money. But if this is helpful, guys, come back here and hang out a bit more because I love seeing you guys here. Now, to upgrade your tribute haul, you can do this a number of ways. One's going to be a really fast way, but it's going to cost you most of your materials. Another is going to be a slower way, but it's going to allow you to spend less of your resources. Now, if you want to upgrade this thing right away, you're going to have a lot of different materials here, whether it be glimmer, whether it be planetary materials, legendary shards, or bright dust. You can see here that for these, they cost a ton. Now, right now, my current discount is 2. I can increase that up to 80 by doing champion bounties, and there are 4 available per day. You can do these on all 3 characters, and while you would think that will get your discount up to 12, it seems there may be a bug associated with that. I will link an article in the description that goes right into it, but basically some players are maxing out at 4, some guys are getting up to 8. It seems like there might be a bug there and it's not very consistent, but it won't hurt you to try to do the bounties on all 3 characters if you have 3 characters. Now right now my current discount is 2, and you can see here the cost associated with that. If I go over here to my pursuits and I turn in one of these bounties I have done, you'll notice that the discount goes up and the price that it costs me goes down. So let's go ahead here and turn this one in. This gives me a boon of opulence, and we're going to go over here to our boon of opulence, and we're going to turn this thing in. So now our discount is 3, so our discount went up. And you'll notice here that our cost has gone down, not by a lot, but you can imagine that if you do a bunch of these over the next couple days, that will really decrease the amount of tributes that you have to, or the amount of materials you need to use to get the different tributes. Like I said, the fast way of doing this is just spend everything you have and buy all these. And you can do that if you have a bunch of materials saved up. For instance, I know for myself here I had some bright dust and I had some legendary shards. I used those earlier to buy these in order to get enough to do the Bad Juju quest. But that's going to pretty much exhaust everything that you may have accumulated over the last 2 years in Destiny 2. So it really comes down to, do you want to spend a lot right now and get it done fast? Or do you want to do more of a slow burn and get it done over the duration of this event? If you decide to try to do this really fast, then there are some things you can do to make it go a bit easier on yourself. The one thing I'd recommend is make sure you visit Spider Entangled Shore every single day. By now, I'm sure you guys are aware of who this is, but he's over in Thieves Landing. He is our resident spider. He is our resident materials exchange dude, and he has materials available every single day. Now, the exchange rate changes. Sometimes he's selling things for legendary shards. Other times he's selling things for glimmer, but make sure you check what he has because he may have the resources you need in order to buy those at the tribute haul. That's going to be a great way of making sure that you maximize your efficiency and maximize your utility when it comes to upgrading your tributes. But that's not going to be the only thing you can do. Also, and this may sound silly, but also check your vault, because if you're like me and you throw stuff in there and not even thinking about it, you may have some things that you've thrown in there throughout your times playing that you can break down and get additional resources from. So right now I have a bunch of stuff on my character. There's a good chance that I may not need any of this crap, so I can just get rid of it right now. Crooked Fang, great, I have 10 of them, get rid of it. So this is going to be a way I can get some additional legendary shards. This is going to be a way I can transfer stuff directly from my postmaster to my character. Get rid of this. I mean, there's a good chance that you may have a lot of stuff that you've accumulated that you can just exchange, break down, and get some additional legendary shards that way. Also, if you're like me as well, you have a bunch of the planetary tokens, or the different tokens here. So I have a lot of Crucible tokens, I have some Vanguard tokens. These are things I can do right now. I can turn these in, get some additional gear. If it's a great weapon or armor, keep it. If not, break it down. It's going to give me some more legendary shards. That's going to be your biggest challenge, I think, is having legendary shards to exchange with Spider, and then having bright dust as well. If you're running low on bright dust, you really only have a few options, and that is getting your different year 1 bright engrams by doing your character level up. There's a good chance you may get some sparrows and ghosts that you either have duplicates of, you can break down. These are all worth 500 each. Anything that's exotic is worth 500. That can be a way of getting some more bright dust, but there's a good chance that legendary shards and bright dust will be your biggest hurdle. The last thing you could do when it comes to getting more of those is check your shaders. I know that you may have had a lot of these here that you have on your character, or sometimes even in your postmaster, but these can be broken down, some of them into glimmer, some of these can be broken down into bright dust. So if you have a lot of shaders that you don't ever use, break those down. Yes, it's not going to give you a ton, but it could be the difference between having enough for a tribute and not having enough. There are other shaders that you can break down for legendary shards. For instance, these shaders from Escalation Protocol, all of these break down into legendary shards. So this can be a way, for instance, if you're running low on a certain resource, check your stocks. You may be able to break some of these things down and get just enough to go to our resident buddy here, our Visage, and buy some of these things directly from him. So I'll just buy one of these right now. Yes, it's going to cost me a ton of money, but I will have the Acolyte Tribute. And once I have that, I can rush in here, find it, deposit it, and boom, we have that one done. So this is going to be a way that you can get a lot of these ones done relatively fast and not use up all of your stuff. Just be as efficient as you can with Spider. Make sure you're looking at anything you have that you don't use anymore. Turn in some tokens, get some things back, and recoup some of your investment. The other tributes here, some of these require doing the different triumphs, and those are a bit more difficult. Those require using Callus-themed weapons and armor, and those can be found here in your triumphs page via the destinations tab. So open that up, go over to the tribute hall, and these are things that are going to give you other tributes. Now, more than likely, these will be what takes you longer because it may require getting a group together, it may require doing things over time. You can make more progress by using a full set, but that, of course, is going to make certain activities way more difficult. You can imagine how tough Riven will be, for instance, if you're not using some of the known strategies like Prospector or Swim with the Raven. But these are some things you can work towards here, and more than likely, this will be the last little pieces you get done to fully upgrade your Tribute Hall. So hopefully this video was helpful, guys. If it was, make sure you guys come back here for more videos. I do appreciate it. As always, though, thank you so much for watching. Best of luck with your Tribute Hall, and we will catch up soon. See you guys.